ready to take it away?
Is it there? Can you see it?
It's perfect. Let's see if the men can stick to 10 minutes.
We'll see that.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, hello, my name is Delatolas Saveris. I'm here on behalf of the board of directors of TESOL Greece, and I'm also an English teacher at PIERS, the American College of Greece. The reason I'm here today is to talk about online tools that can help our learners become autonomous. And that's the result of my attending that wonderful online professional English network program that was sponsored by the US Department of State. I was nominated by the American Embassy in Athens to attend that, and it was in cooperation with Iowa State University. It was an 8-week online teacher training course, and it really helped me a lot. Well, you must realize that State Department sponsors a lot of English teaching programs. One of them is learningenglish.voanews.com. Here, your learners can choose a word they don't feel comfortable with. For example, impose, emulate, initiative, inclusion, efficient. There are a lot of words that you can choose and assign to them. And they can watch a video, an authentic video in which the word is used, and they can see what their meaning is. So here we will be watching this video about siege.
Welcome to the Voice of America's Newswords.
On February 24th, Russia launched a full-scale invasion of its neighbor, Ukraine. Siege.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has accused Russia of terror for bombing cities and striking a nuclear power plant. Residents in the capital of Kyiv set up checkpoints. People in Irpin tried to escape parts of the city under siege by Russian troops.
A siege is a military operation in which enemy forces surround a town or building and cut off supplies.
The aim of a siege is surrender.
So that's the site learningenglish.voanews.com. Also, in the same sites, there is something very useful called everyday grammar. And you can have grammar for all levels from A1 to C1, actually, not C2. For example, second conditional progressive forms, second conditional, the conditional of daydreaming, which we will be looking at in a while. Future continuous, the future perfect continuous tense, the future perfect tense, and if you scroll down, you will see more of them. Here, we will be watching the conditional of daydreaming.
Hello, John. How are you today? Hello, John. Are you okay?
Excuse me. Hello, Dr. Jill. Sorry for the delay. I was lost in thought.
Were you daydreaming again?
Yes, imagining what I would do if I finally invest in a successful business.
Pay off all of your debts?
No, buy more grammar books, of course.
I think you need a new hobby, John.
Yeah, you're probably right. In any case, I was thinking about grammar and daydreams.
How do they connect?
Well, we make certain kinds of statements about unlikely or unreal situations. These statements are called conditional statements. specifically the second conditional statement.
Right. They have an if clause that uses either the past subjunctive or the simple past, and then a main clause that uses a modal and an infinitive.
Exactly. Think of statements such as, if I were rich, I would retire and read grammar books all day. The if clause suggests an unreal situation, and the main clause suggests what would happen in an unreal future.
Or how about this, John? If John talked less about grammar, he would be a more interesting person.
And I think this applies to everyone. If we talked less about grammar in our classes, we would be more interesting to our students. Now, there is another nice website called americanenglish.state.gov. And here, actually, let's go back. Here, we can have a lot of resources. We can have access to webinars and teacher training workshops. But what is amazing about this website is that we can download for free classical pieces of literature. For example, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. You can download in PDF the first chapter, the second, the third, and so on. And also you can download the audio, which is wonderful for your students because they can listen to it at their own pace at home. Another example is from Jack London, To Build a Fire, and other stories. Moving on. Most of well, with my students at Pierce, we have something called current affairs. So they have to present in class an article that they have found online, but most of the time there are words that they don't know. So what is really useful is something you might not have heard before, Lingro. Lingro.com is a site where you can copy the URL of the article, you paste it here, you click on any words, and you are given definitions. So here we've got, for example, the word occupation, and the definition provided is an activity or task with which one occupies oneself, usually specifically the productive activity, service, trade, or craft. And another one is the evacuee, a person who has been evacuated, especially a civilian evacuated from a dangerous place in time of war. This is something I liked a lot. This is another site called Euglis. What is nice about Euglis is that it helps you pronounce words that might be tricky or confusing sometimes. So in Euglis, you type here the words you don't know how to pronounce, and it finds a YouTube video where the word is used. You can listen to it. One of the words that is really hard for students to pronounce correctly is picturesque. So there are 841 videos. You can choose any one you like, and you can hear the correct pronunciation of the word. If we want them to expose to listening once more, they can have a go at www.ted.com. You choose any talk that you find interesting to them. You can assign it as homework. They listen to it, and you make a very nice worksheet, and they have to come up with the answer, and we actually check their top-down and bottom-up listening skills. And in the remaining 30 seconds, I will talk about my favorite Padlet. Padlet is a writing tool that helps students do their writing tasks, but at the same time, they don't use their traditional pen and pencil or notebook. They go online, they type on their handheld devices the answer to the task, and they use technology, and everyone is happy. And that's all from me. Thank you.
There we go. That's timing. Thank you, Jake. Perfect. That was good. Let me see. Another one that I love, I don't know if you're sticking with the American version, is NPR.org. It's National Public Radio. And this was great for listening skills because they don't have video. Voice of America, I used to use all the time. Now that they've gone to video, I actually don't use it as much because I want them to do and work on listening skills specifically without seeing somebody talking. NPR is great for this. And Aphrodite is asking if she could have a list of the apps. So
Of course.
if you have a minute, if you could just type them in the chat room, that would be great.
After you give the floor to someone else, I can write in the chat box. Okay.
Great. Well,
Thank
thanks
you.
so much, Jake. It was wonderful and good timing.
Thank you.
Very good. Now